Hi. I always love a fine morn. Sun peeking up through the trees. Yeah. Would you like some tea? No? It'll make you perky. Here, have some perky tea. Oh, it is good for you. So there you go. Enjoy. Yes. Mornings, a good morning you can dewdrops and sparkling like 1,000 diamonds. So exceedingly pretty. Yes. So much can happen in a day. In the morning, at least, it seems like anything can happen. Oh, I could go for a walk on the day. I could ponder my next work of art. Oh, excuse me. One moment, please.
I'm here for my appointment. I'd like a little off here and not so much there.
What are you talking about? A little off where? What?
A haircut. Don't be so daft, Barber. Let's get started. I don't have time to chat the day away.
A haircut? This is not a barber shop. Do you want to buy some art? A painting? A wood burning? No? Maybe you like pastel, a painted rock. I could paint your hair. I saw a little gray. Huh. Oh, she didn't seem so interested in buying my art. People are always stopping by from that hair salon next door. I mean, that hair salon, they have like a wee tiny little sign. You have to squint to see it. What's that you say? Oh, that's not a bad idea. I could paint them a gigantic sign. No, then I could have my piece back in the mornings. Let's get to it. Let's get some ideas. I spent a lot of time sketching, getting a good idea. Once I had it, I draw it out nice. Then I make my sign out of sturdy oak and router the edges. And then I trace my final image on and then carefully paint all the different lettering. Do you like my sign? Look at this. Urgh. Very nice, don't you think? Well, all that is left is to give it to the shop next door and they can hang it. That'd be very nice. What? They don't make signs by hand anymore in Greencastle? Why not? You don't know, but you know a sign maker in Greencastle? Well, why don't you go down, visit with him, and find out why he doesn't paint them by hand? Yes, that would be good. I mean, what if you don't paint them by hand or by feet or something? I don't know.
Hi, I'm Jim Wertner. I own and operate Wertner Signs LLC here in Greencastle. We're just a small company, but we've been in business for about 30 years, and we've actually done quite a lot of different projects. One of our main claims to fame is our hand-carved gilded signs. The gilded signs actually have 23-karat gold leaf on them. If you look us up on the internet at wertnersigns.com, you would see, say for instance, this sign right here, which is something you may be familiar with, the Welcome to Greencastle sign. Here's another example of a carved sign. Notice the logo on top of the horse head that gives you an idea of what the business is all about. As they say, a picture's worth 1,000 words. And so a good logo often will help you understand what the business is all about even before you read the name on the sign. We also do a wide variety of other types of signage. For instance, here is an example of an electric sign. Perhaps you'll see this if you go through Waynesboro sometime. We also do a wide variety of vehicles. Here is an emergency vehicle. We had looked at the back right there. Now here is the side. We also do banners that says www.greencastlepa.gov. That is an example of what we call computer cut vinyl lettering. When I was first in the sign business 30 years ago, there were no such things as personal computers or vinyl lettering. We actually hand lettered with a brush everything that we would create in terms of signage or letters. And so this would have had to have been painted by hand. It was a very slow, tedious process, but it was a very highly skilled thing, and so only a few people could do it. And so you could charge a good bit of money for it. But when the computers came out, it allowed a lot of people to be able to get into the sign business. What I'd like to do is demonstrate to you how we go from the process of designing a sign on the computer screen to it actually being created in our process. But let's say we had a blank here and we wanted to create a small sign here that says signs. Then what I would do is select, this is my special sign program. It's called Sign Lab. I'm going to just type in the word signs. I want to choose a color for it. Let's just keep it simple, make it black, and say go up here and maybe change the font of it. Say, let's see what it looks like there. Let's say that's our version of our sign. Okay, next we need to cut out the lettering or prepare it. This is the sign cutter. It also doubles as a printer. We can actually print large prints on here. What we need to do, you'll notice that there are rolls of vinyl on, here on the wall. We can take a roll of that vinyl, put it on the back of the machine, feed it through the machine, and cut out the letters. Okay, so I will hit the scissors one more time, and you'll see it over here trying to cut. It happens rather quickly. And there it is. It's actually already cut. So now I'll take it out of the cutter. And we'll take it over here to our workstation. We'll go about weeding the excess vinyl from the letters. You can see the letters are remaining, but as I weed the excess vinyl, and there we have the word signs. Now, what we need to do is get these letters off of this surface onto our sign surface. So what we'll do is use something called application tape. We have a wide variety of application tapes over here. I'm just going to grab the roll that tends to fit the lettering. And what you'll find is this particular tape, it has a sticky surface on the side, okay? But it's not quite as sticky as what the vinyl sticky surface is. So I'll lay that on here. I'll take a squeegee and push down on this. Take a pair of scissors. We're going to trim the word, and we're going to place the word on here. We should make sure that our surface is clean. So we're using a little denatured alcohol here to clean the surface of this piece of PVC. And then we're going to use a little masking tape. We're going to line up the word signs on here just where we want it. And we're going to use a couple pieces of masking tape to create a hinge. Now I'm measuring here just to make sure it's lined up properly, even though to my eye it looks pretty good, and I've been doing this so long I almost don't need to measure anymore. But hopefully that looks good to you as far as being aligned, okay? Now what I'm going to do is, taking my thumbnail, I'm just going to push down on these little pieces of masking tape and create a hinge. You see how that creates a hinge? Flip it over. I'm going to remove what's called the backing, and what we'll find is the back of the lettering is stickier than what this tape is, and you'll see why here in a second. I'm going to flip this back down and it will resume the same position it had when I lined it up. And I'll take the squeegee and I'll carefully push from the center outwards so that there are no bubbles. And then I'll just go over top of it a few times to put some excess pressure on it. And we're almost finished. All we need to do is remove that top application tape, which, like I say, isn't as sticky as what the vinyl is. So when I pull, the black still sticks, but this doesn't. And voila, we have our sign.
I would hate to compete with that guy down there in Greencastle. He can crank out the signs with that machine thingy that he has. Yeah, that was really... Oh, excuse me. Do I have any beaver hats? What? Why, sir, I have a very fine selection of porcupine and skunk. Would you like to try one out? Oh, well, okay, bye-bye. I don't think he liked my joke very well, but one thing's for sure. Looks like I've got another sign to make. Hat maker this time.